Okay. Oh, shit, that's what I forgot. Some bullshit right here. There we go. Much better. Okay. Now I think basically good. Just gotta update the thing as always. There's another way to do this. I don't know it. So, assume, yeah, we're in the ended parish right now. We're going to change that. Okay, we need this one. I think this one. All right. Okay, so we're here. I'm tired of doing that over and over again. So we're just going to modify our backup save. I realize that this might screw things up. Ah, it does. Shit. Well, let's just hope that barrel doesn't come into play. Shit. Okay. I guess the first thing I'll just quickly check is if my strats yesterday are suddenly working now that I quit out and destroy the pot. I don't think there's any reason they should work. But let's just see. Yeah, way too far. I'd probably messed some stuff up, but like, that's too far. Again, I don't know how consistent something like that would be. Okay. Their promise here. Not really. I was looking at it, and it didn't work. Yeah, okay. I don't think 21 is better, but we can try it. Number of steps, by the way. This seems like death. Yeah. It is. Okay, what if I try and use like a parry? They've not been reliable in the past. Yeah, I'm not particularly confident here about the walking method. I think it's just so tight, and we really, 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 really need a precise angle. And you just, I mean, you can get that with walking, but you need to get stuck somewhere typically for that. Whereas the angles in rolling are usually much nicer. Hmm. Okay. Ooh. I mean, that was pretty. I already forgot to count numbers, or I counted them, I just didn't remember them. Okay, so this isn't too tight. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we'll say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, hey, gets us across, doesn't it? So let's just write it down because it gets us across. Valley of Drakes. Okay, currently we have a quit out here, but I don't think it's necessary. Let's put a Q question mark. Walk left, 2, walk. Whoops, that's the wrong direction. Right and left. It's okay. 8. Still forgot the number of back steps. 6, put a question mark. Roll. This direction, followed by that direction. Okay. So one more time, we'll go from this point, and then we'll try it from further back. Okay, so I screwed up here because I accidentally did the wrong thing. It doesn't look good. It looks like a death. Yeah. So this might not be great, but I'll try it blind. And I'll just like remember to not screw up. Not dead. Not dead. Not dead. Well, how do you do? Now, we're going to do something unprecedented. We're going to roll off the edge. Because it's the fastest way back to the bonfire and the fastest way to test this from start to finish. Gotta wait for the elevator here. That sounds a little wrong, but maybe that's fine. Uh-oh. Hmm. There's some weird sounds. I don't know why. Hope it's still fine. It's not gonna be fine. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Something went a little off. Sounds better. Mm-hmm, perfect. Sounds right. I might have screwed up. I'll just double check. No, we're good. Okay. Now we want to get from here. Yeah, okay. Success. Oh. So the quit out is not necessary. This quit out is just convenient. So we confirm it is 6. It is 8, it is 2, and there is no need for a quit out. It works just fine without. Now, we'll say, now there's a possible quit out here because we did quit out just now, and we're going to be working from this point forward for a little bit. So we're looking for walking through this part because it's faster and easier. Start by forward. Okay, this is not starting off great. I believe it was 18 into 7, 27. Great. Upright. Great. Okay, so we're getting some trickier things, so... I believe we then went 2, up left, 5, straight, and then we just started a long campaign of upright, which went to like 70, which was unnecessarily long, particularly considering we want to pick up the Soul of a Proud Knight. Okay, it was something like 24 upright, 7 forward, 7 up left. Okay. Okay. After that, it was, I think, 3 upright, 24 forward. Some amount up left, I thought, maybe like 2 or 3, and then like 8 forward. Something like that. So we want to face forward here. Didn't seem perfect, but it was 3 that way. Now, be 35 if this works. Something like that. I don't remember the rest of the moment. So it's not perfect, maybe, but it's getting us pretty close. We'll have to like tweak it a little bit so that it connects better. We're supposed to run with 8? Is that the problem? Maybe. Yeah, it's not like I'm having to count a little bit longer here, but okay, I don't actually remember the strat here, I don't think. There's no reason that shouldn't work unless it just didn't work. You know, unless it just didn't work. 3 left, control, then run up right 3, then run 15 up. Okay, so maybe I did screw it up. That's basically what I did, but I don't know. It is run 8 forward. Okay. Let's make sure we're in the loading the right save and all that. Okay, let's try blind. Looks fine. That's how you want to play it, huh? Okay, so it's possible that it needs to be tweaked. It's also possible I just screwed up. So there's so much noise going on. It was crazy. We'll just try this again blind. There's no reason not to. Yeah, like we could potentially get a little closer. I'll do this part sighted just so I can see what's going on. Well, that sucks. I'll never not do that. I do it all the time. It's crazy. Maybe it's better at this point, even though it'd be nice to test if this all is connecting. I like having the soul there to know that I'm in the right spot. It's nice to know. And again, we look very consistent on this spot, which makes sense because we get the little dragon hand to get us here to like solidify our position once, not too far away. So this seems a little bit better. Is it like 15 just walking left or 14? No, not at all. It's been a while since I've done that one, so don't get mad at me. Okay, I feel pretty okay about this, writing it down. If it needs changing, it needs changing, but it seems fine. We still have the Q question. Walk forward 18, then forward right 7, and forward 27, and forward left 2, and forward 5, and forward right 24, then forward 7, forward left 7, then just hold forward to face forward, and E by 2, walk upright 3, forward 24, up left 3, and forward 8. Then we stop but we don't have to probably. Just put a stop question mark. Walk. Well, oh, actually, this is where we just moved to the next strats. And we just put may need tweaking. Is that how you spell tweaking? Hard to say. I don't think the other one's a word, so. For consistency. But we're basically where we were, and the old strat seems to work from here, but it might be a little off. Okay. And what if we just say, well, no, all of it might need tweaking, either the new strat or the old strat. Don't know which. Also, we need to test to see if we can have this whole thing work in one fell swoop. And so we will go to our old save, and then we'll dark sign. Also, wouldn't hurt to see what's up ahead. 15, then it's upright for 20 steps. Parry stop. Okay. Back 3. Reset camera, wait for elevator, walk 20. Walk forward right 10. Reset camera, turn around, grab bonfire. It's a lot to just throw into my head all at once, but now probably the easiest thing to do is just walk off the edge. All right, so we gotta, let's get to the bonfire all in one. Wait for the elevator. To shut up. So don't like my position here. Seems fine though. Didn't sound quite right. That's correct. That seems fine. Sounds bad. But I'm not dead. Sounds fine. Still not dead. Okay. Gonna have to start getting ready to quit out here. I guess he just didn't feel like breathing. Fire, or lightning, that is. Okay. It's very loud, and I'm dead. Shit. So I don't think I got into the spot. But that was close. Oh. Hard to say what happened. I could go back and check, but I don't think it matters that much. Everything else was working fine. So it's likely I just screwed up a little bit. It's so hard to hear. I could potentially... run a little bit longer just to make sure I'm in the spot, but because where I ended up was far from where I should ever end up. The only reason I'm doing this is just to reset the Soul of the Proud Knight. sounds correct. Mm-hmm. Okay. Once again, I didn't hear any lightning. Okay, I'm really hoping that that was enough to get in there. I knew I was safe because he had just breathed recently, so I just gave it a few extra steps. What the hell? Let me guess. Something like here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. No. Yeah, I don't know where I was. So yeah, it's gonna need some tweaking, I guess. I guess what I'll do is I'll open my eyes after I get to the spot, and we'll just see if I'm there. really? Oh, god damn it. Doesn't sound perfect, but okay. Okay. Oh, jeez. Um, so something was a little bit wrong, I guess. That's not great, because that's like a reset right there. I mean, that's pretty bad, actually. But I mean, it's such a long route that there's bound to be problems. Hmm. But the fact that I haven't gotten it a single time, I don't know. I'd like to get it a single time so that I can just update the next save, and so I can finally have like a save that's actually legit all the way through, that is accurate and stuff. But I gotta do it from scratch, otherwise there's problems. Good. Better. Now, it's been a while since I got back here, but I thought I wanted to just see this sighted just to see what was potentially going wrong. Is that okay? Positioning. I totally screwed that up. Curious what happens if we screw something up like this, because I don't care about it getting past. Could be. Could be. Now it's 20 forward, 10 upright, something like that. Okay, so I mean, obviously we didn't do that legitimately, but everything is correct in the way it should be. In order to create a save. I assume that's Valley Bonfire. Yeah. Should I continue touching that up? I think I'll leave it for now. Obviously, there's some things to fix, but it could just be that I'm screwing things up in the moment and not realizing it. And also maybe it needs some tweaks, but I'm happy with where that is right now. Oh, okay. Now we have the fun task of killing the Black Knight. He usually takes a while. There we go. Should be okay. No follow-up moves. Yeah, probably not good. Missed his first attack, which is always ideal, I think. And you want it to be kind of like a running attack that misses. it hits you like that, it's just not really a chance. Nice. Yeah, I'm curious if I can, like, get the souls. Oh, I was pressing the wrong button. Nice. No wonder it was making noise. But hypothetically, there's a blood stain somewhere, right? Yeah. And since it's a blood stain, we should be able to dark sign. Except the problem is, now that we have the souls, we can't dark sign. So what we had to do... Oh, didn't even have them anyways. Okay. And we did pick it up. Like, I heard them. Yeah. So chances are we don't get those souls. That's okay. I have to review my notes because it has been a while since I've tested this area. So the weight 18 and prey, I mean, it worked after like 4 or 5 tries, which was not terrible. It's been a lot worse before. Then we do 17 and then 16 precisely on 7, 14, 12, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 8, 1 and 7. Runs a lot of stamina, and then the rest is kind of like iffy at best. Okay. So I kind of remembered it pretty good. I just wanted to make sure I was in the right spot before I like ran off into the distance forever to so I like had some idea that it was working. Now, this is where I feel like I want better strats than what I have. Because this whole 22 thing here is just kind of garbage. The problem is during that transition, it's like you're switching your angle at such a dramatic speed that your timing changes like everything, and then that throws everything else off. And so, like, it's very often not correct, or just like it just often fails to do what you expect it to do. And the solution, I don't know. Rolling is probably the solution. It's just slow and boring. And the problem is we're going up a ramp, which makes rolling really inconsistent. So it might not be the solution. What we might want is like rolling and backstepping to change direction so that we can set up for walking. I don't hate that. Okay. So we're in this direction. And we just roll left. And we reset. And we roll left again. Kind of like. Okay, let's just quickly write that down. It was roll left, center, roll left, center, 22 up. We went right like 8 or 9. Then we went forward into a fall, and then we went up right into E. Does anyone else get uncomfortable when you double click on a file that you don't want to click on? And it's like, it's a file type, like a file extension that Windows doesn't know how to open. And so it like brings up the menu of like, which one of these options would you like to choose to open the file? And then there's no like X menu on this thing, but like you don't want it because you don't want to open the file. You accidentally clicked it. And so you just like click anywhere else that's not that little dialogue window or whatever. And then just goes away forever. And you're like, is it closed? Is it just like in the background somewhere? Like what happened to it? I don't know. I don't know. Right. Unfortunately, the knight is still here. But that's okay. We needed to test this for consistency anyways. If he falls, he's an idiot. Promising? Nope. Nice. I was just kidding. It's super obviously gonna work. Right, now we know these souls are probably not there. And we can't rely on them anyways. So we just won't go for them. I don't know. I made a mistake and somehow it worked. Shoot, do I reset this? Probably not. Gotta make sure I'm on the right key. Excellent. And that's how you do that. So it worked. Since we have everything, I think we can change the save. Should we? Let's keep it for now. It's easier to kill the knight, get the shield, do all the things, than it is to go back from the other stuff to, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. But we will update this. So, we are now a roll C left kind of a guy. And then we are a roll just left kind of guy. And then we walk 22 in a different direction. Then this is until fall. I would say like 8 question mark, because I was expecting 9, so I didn't fully count. $14 to $15. I literally didn't count. But yeah, okay. So that's good. Now, we need to get all the way up into the Undead Parish bonfire. And to do that, fuck. I don't know. Since we don't know exactly, I figure we could take like this. Wait, this is wrong. Up to this point, and we'll separate this out. It's the bow, detour, dark root, basin. To detour? Sure. Then this is the same thing. Except we're just eliminating this because we don't like it. This doesn't need to be named, does it? I don't know. And then Detour to Undead Parish, I guess. Maybe there'll be some sort of checkpoint in between, but for now, 'tis what it is. Okay. I hate doing all of this over and over and over again. So, checkpoint, and hope it works. Sure. Okie dokie. .3 Basin detour. Okay. That's unfortunate, but we did discuss the idea of using rolls to do turning. That is true. So, let's just roll in the direction. And now, upright feels dangerous. Let's try it, though. I've stopped counting at this point, but just curious how far we can get with this direction. Right up until there. It's gonna upset the tree at some point. Not before we die. That'll really piss off the kids. Anyone? Yay. Roll. Center. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 38. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what goes on in my head every time I do that, by the way. So, fun gameplay? You bet. Okay, so we're currently working with roll left, reset camera, up right for 9, forward, and I'm not confident about the forward. I'd like to change it. We did 20. Then we did 21 in a different direction, up left. But that was a little tight, and it made me think like, maybe we should be going forward and getting into a thing and then changing direction. So maybe we'll hold for about 20. And then we'll try and roll. I'm an idiot. That's how we get to the bow, not how we get to where we want to go. Shit. So that isn't necessarily an option, although we can always make a change to get stuck somewhere. Or maybe we're just being a little bitch. Maybe. Okay, what did I remember? We went 9, then we went forward 16, and then we went upright 24, and then we went straight for 32, and then we went upright for 36, and then we went straight for 15. I think. Problem is, if this starting location isn't good, but hey. I guess I'm curious what we can do. I mean, we can quit out to deal with this guy a little bit. What if we just like stay somewhere and see where he goes, what he does? Yeah, 24 is too much. Because if it's not just right, you're going off the edge, and that's no bueno. Well, I mean, there's an argument to be made for this, actually. But I don't feel like that's going to be very consistent. Sounds like I just walked to a wall. Okay, changes are, this is now 23, this is now 36, this is now 24, this is now not 15. Twenty. So let's try for like 7, 7, 7 quit out. Not that. It's fine if we get hit a little bit. I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, my goal is just to run forward here. Oh, God. Where the fuck are we? I don't... Oh, he hit me. It was just changes my direction. Well, that's not ideal. So maybe not a 777, maybe a 774 or something like that. Uh-oh. So there's problems. That's good. So I think all of that was caused by just slight differences in when I start walking in certain directions, and on times when the angle makes a big difference, and then suddenly I didn't get as far with certain things, or potentially went too far. That's how you get not far enough. Hmm. But where to put you? Okay. 16 with the tap to the left once, followed by a few steps. Hmm. 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 Oh. So 7. that area. Okay. I like using the stuck just before the top. That seems like it should be easy to get into. But how to get there, I'm a bit iffy on. Like, we could use a strat a couple steps back where we go on 23. We hold for 32. And then just hold for like 40. And that feels like pretty reasonable chances of getting in the stuck. And then it's just 15 from there, followed by whatever the hell we figure out. But all of this is predicated upon the idea that our original strats get us to the point we're starting from consistently. And that's not going to be the case. So I like the earlier stuck and this later stuck. But the real question is, how do we get into both of them consistently and from each other? I don't know. Don't have a great answer. Let's roll this way. Now, walking forward I think is bad, but let's try it. This might just take us all the way up. But we also might need to adjust. Yeah. So the problem is we need another stuck. I think. Maybe we don't. I guess my only question is, doing this It's resetting camera and walking forward gets me there every time. Why doesn't doing this? Why doesn't that get me there every time? I don't have a great answer. Oh, I'm so tired of these. It's just too many. There's too many places to get stuck here. Okay, maybe we'll just get lucky. We'll get lucky. That's what we'll do. I like getting lucky. It's way easier than getting unlucky. It's a lot easier than having skill. Fuck that. Let's say 50. Okay. That part still iffy. But you can probably get there somewhat consistently. Okay. So we're going to try it from the bonfire. Which I'm just realizing now has a black knight at it, which is annoying. So instead, I'll reset the save again. And I'll just dark sign. Now, I think one-sided would be nice. I'm forgetting this part a little bit. This. 22. Okay. Okay. Now there's a problem with quitting out here because it's going to reset my camera, which I don't want. So this thing is a little hard to test from this point. But the 15 point should be okay. So we'll try that. Um, sure. Okay. Now, does the guy know I'm here? Sensible. Okay. Let's try 6s. We don't want anything. Oh. Maybe it's fine to get hit. Maybe it doesn't change your angle. Because I just went 6 and I was looking into the wall. So maybe I just thought I wasn't looking into the wall because the camera was facing a different direction. Should rather not get hit, but... So I don't know if that hit actually gets to connect or not. Probably does. But what's nice is... we're basically home free. But not quite. We need something simpler. Something better. Also, ideally, this should be like a get through the Prowling Demon, too. Getting hit is just... it's... makes me not trust anything to be consistent. Because there's so many ways you can get hit, so many things you can do. Well, you better only be real quick. You better leave soon. It's been good. It's been good. We have legitimately gotten to this point at the top of the basin. All the strats up to this point are mostly okay, save for some which are a little shaky right now because things got changed and they're not working 100%. But I mean, we've been making progress. We got across the bridge. That's what we wanted. Okay. What do we want to do? 665. Really hard to not get hit there. Also, really hard to get hit the same way consistently. It's always fun trying to like walk in multiples of some number in order to make it easy to memorize. Sometimes it's like, oh, that number doesn't look good, but like it's gonna memorize good. And then you second guess yourself. Ugh. Okay. That was 664. There's potential there. Problem is, I don't know how this angle is going to be. Yeah. It's not consistent. What if we lock on, lock off? Not a bad idea. Then position won't be consistent, but angle will be relatively consistent. So we are going to have the one tree gunning for us, but it's not the tree that we are worried about. We have some time. That's going to be tricky. Like, that lock-on seems like it's helpful. But I don't know how to, like, solve the equation. That is getting between the two consistently with easy to perform movements. But 4 seems like the best we can do. Like, we could stop shorter, but it would be probably a worse idea. And we stop any later, we're just begging to get hit sometimes. Okay, so we can potentially get to that tree right there. And that was nice to follow movements. My bad. I shouldn't have done that. Should have reloaded the save. Okay, so if we do all that, I didn't count how many times we have to do that. But we can roughly get maybe here. We also might not have a consistent position, but now the guy should be off our back, right? Pretty much every time. Cool. Okay. Wow, okay. Still, we should be okay, I think. Seems doable. See what we can do blind. Can be a little chaotic. Yeah, okay, I totally screwed up the button press, so I had to open my eyes, but let's just pretend like everything worked fine. Okay, I made some big mistakes, I think. Not really what you want to be doing. This far into a thingy. Wow. Let's see where we are. Are we at the tree? Please be at the tree. Roughly at the tree. Okay. We'll take it. We got hit. We didn't see a goddamn thing. Great. What happens if we just walk forward? Well, that's not ideal. Fight the tree. No. Bit off. That was roughly at the tree. Because I looked. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I am supposed to run into the trees a little bit, I think. It's like the inconsistency of this strat right now is that it's like I go 7 forward and then I tap right, and then I go 7 forward and I tap right, and I go 7 forward and I tap right. And I go 7 forward not because it's the correct amount of steps, but because it's an easy to remember number. And then my one clue is there's a stepping in water, and then shortly after that I stop running. So I run out of stamina, and from the point I stop running out of stamina, or I run out of stamina, I have 7 more steps and then I quit out. That's the strat right now. It seems semi-consistent, which is good. We can worry about actually consistent later. The problem, I guess, is sometimes we're like different distances away from the tree. I don't really know what to do about that, but all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. I can do it with open eyes, but like there's a disconnect between doing it with open eyes and doing it with closed eyes that doesn't mean they're necessarily the same thing, because you perceive time differently and sound differently, and I'll do it. I mean, like that's what it's supposed to look like right there. And I'm realizing that I run out of stamina a lot faster than I think I do. Okay. Just trying to stick to the 7 theme. And it's causing problems. Yeah, like our angle isn't perfect off of this. Like we could even get stuck on the tree here. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. The difference there between like a couple different degrees. Like it was 7 forward, then 7 to the right a little bit. And it was like either I was like halfway into the room or was like halfway into the corner of the room. Like wildly different. So what I'll need is a way to take that random position that's roughly in a certain area and turn it into a guaranteed position, which is not super easy, but that's the question, really, is can you do that? I don't know. Um, the problem is if you run into a wall at a certain angle, you'll probably get into a consistent spot. But if you're even slightly off that angle or slightly off your position, it might not be consistent. And so you just got to find that spot where that happens. The one nice thing about this strat, though, is depending on my position here, like if I'm a little bit forward at that last quit out or a little bit back, it doesn't matter too much because the 7 steps have me keep running into objects anyways. So, I mean, if I'm too far back, it's not great, but it's not as nearly as bad. It's not that bad, I guess. Okay, so I want to turn this into a spot. Where do I go? I can, I guess, move my mouse around to look where I might want to try for. Because I can just do this to get back to my reset position. I feel like most places are, if I just press forward, I'll get stuck in the same spot roughly. So we'll try that. It doesn't quite work like that. Because there's getting into a corner, and then there's getting to a corner with a consistent angle. And then there's getting to a good corner with a consistent angle, because not all corners are created equal. Some corners, you'll get into them, and then you'll have a terrible angle for setting up the rest of your strats, and you really don't want that. Don't necessarily love this. There's a lot of ways it could go bad. Let's just see what we're getting right now. Yeah. Not great. Did I take damage during all that? Like, I took damage. That looks like what I hit. Okay, so we walk forward. Do we get stuck again? Okay. The interim strat right now is walk forward 15, backstep twice, wait for lightning to hit close, then 5 upright, 28 forward. The problem is we can't actually hear our steps. Then 3 up left, and then forward 30. Is that going to work? I don't know. Yeah, I did see that. So the question is that going to matter? I don't know. Man, that guy's fast. Here's where we find out if this consistently gets us stuck too, which may not. We might just run into this tree. Fuck. We're just going to assume that happens rarely for now. Because it's easier. Yeah, our position was all off there. Not making me very happy. But our setup wasn't. Our setup was also quite off, so. Still don't like this position. If I just do better, I mean, like, the thing is, one, our initial setup before the first quit out there is like ever so slightly different every time. Our angles aren't always the same. And it's very dependent on when we swap between the different directions, which is very, very precise. But we can still get through, kind of. But the last one that seems really important is that last little twitch over as we're running towards the tree. If it's like, if it's a really short twitch, we're going to run into the little tiny tree, and if it's a long twitch, we'll get into the spot we want to get into. But again, it's like fractions of a second, like it's not a long time. Yeah, like this should work. Ow. Get hoits. I'd like to examine this arena a little bit more. Just to like map out the different paths I could be taking. So I'm not even going to do the strats here. I'm just going to run past. Well, hopefully run past. I'd say this guy were dead, but hey. So we got a nice... Only a little bit to get stuck on there. I mean, it's definitely less crazy over on this side. That's for sure. Oh. That tree's still here, and we don't want him here. Yeah. It's tricky. I wonder if getting hit by the tree was causing the setup to be a little jank. Perhaps. Ugh. That would have been problematic, because my lock-on wasn't working, because I was not close enough. Unfortunate. It all looked good, but not a lot of sound to go off of. Okay, I like all this. Maybe. Something like that. Who knows? We could also run. Running would probably help. We might also want to not wait for the lightning, or wait for like the lightning to not make noise, so we can count a little bit better. So yeah, it seems to be working okay, so long as I just know to like tap it a little bit longer for this last one. It seems to be pretty good. Well, that's not good. Maybe it won't matter. No. Well, I accidentally walked way too far, but I think it'll still work. Actually, no. Oh, it will still work. Maybe. No. Let's just pretend that worked. So tricky. I don't know. I can't count anything properly with the lightning going on. And like guesstimating it is fine, but like trying to actually like come up with the numbers to guesstimate is not easy when there's goddamn lightning in your ears and in your head. Okay, am I too far back now? So things are gonna break? Is my angle bad? So things are gonna break? This looks like it should work. Just hoping to hear some stuff. I don't know. 2, 10, 4, 15, 4. I don't remember. Show me your moves. Plenty of things weren't perfect, but follow the strat. Things seem to work out pretty okay. Could have gotten stuck, of course, which is a little scary. Okay, so it's 4, then 7 straight. Then we go up left for like 9 or something. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I think. Not perfect. Something seems wrong about my title screen. Seems bad. Okay, it wasn't 9, it was 3 then straight. Okay. And that number doesn't really matter right now. Okay, I feel like I should start writing some stuff down. Excuse. Just go away for a second. My computer could use the break. Holy shit. Okay, we have a lot to write down. And I don't know if it'll all work. Okay. Step 1. Roll. Rolling right. And this is actually a C roll. Then we're going walk upright. For 9, followed by up for 16, followed by not that direction. Preferably not bold, thank you. And not 7, but 23, followed by forward. That's 36, followed by upright for 50, I believe. Followed by forward for 15. Followed by right for 6, followed by up for 6, followed by left for, followed by quit, followed by C by 2, followed by run, forward for 7, and then right for 1. Then we'll do that a bunch. 2, 3, walk forward 7, quit out, walk forward 15, back step times 2, quit out, run, upright, 2, up, 10, upright, 4/5, question mark, forward, 15, we're walking 4, forward for 7, forward left for 3, and finally forward for, this should get us to Andre's room. Okay, so that's the whole thing written down. Yay. Now we need to get to the bonfire, and then we need this all to work consistently. So that should be fun. So I guess I go straight for a little bit, and then I just make a hard right, and then see what happens, I guess. I will say I'm going to be opening up the game again. So it's going to be a little bit of a blast of noise, not too loud, but you know, might want to prepare your ears. Just going to be like a Windows alert. That. I think you hear that. So your computer is not trying to explode right now. You're good. I could also potentially use the bow to make that a little easier. Okay. Let's put it together a little bit. And then hope that this position is consistent enough for everything else to work too. Looks not great. Don't know how much that was. Bow has never been equipped before. Bow, I think. Okay, we're just gonna pretend like it doesn't matter. Because it probably doesn't. There's randomness anyways, who cares? Took a lot of damage, but I don't care. Forward. Say about 30. Don't know about that. Interesting. It wasn't a roll, it was a back step, but it'll get us there anyways. Time to do that blindfold, which is going to be really, really hard because you can't hear anything. Awesome. I like it. Damn, way too much. I think I overcompensated. But maybe something else was also screwed up. That's not good. Okay, I assume everything's messed up, but we're just gonna keep going. What the hell? How does he just get to hit me that time? Like everything seemed normal. Do we have to roll through that area to be safe? Hard to hit me when I'm rolling. Well, you can still jump. I got a little confused there, and I figured something was wrong. Yeah, something is a little wrong. We're did not have an angle. I think I just forgot like the last tap. That was good. Checking to make sure we're where we should be. It looks right. Uh-oh. There's something went wrong. mean, I should have heard Andre, of course. Just check. Looks fine. That I can do pretty consistently. I could have waited longer, didn't matter. But we're not in the one that we practice more, so maybe that makes a difference. Damn. Yeah, I don't like these strats at all. I'd like something better. Since I can't hear, I have to be able to count. So rolling, I think, is our only option right now. All right, have fun with that, I guess. I will not, but you didn't hear it from me. Okay, yeah, did I mention that I have to go back to the bonfire every time I die in real life? Yeah, true story. this one gonna be not good position-wise? Guess that would suck. It'd be fine. Yeah, no, that was a stupid idea. Don't reset your camera in the room. It's bad. Be a little too far forward. Yeah. Maybe something like that. It's prone to getting hit, though. Kind of the problem. Because, like, if he jumps at us, like, there's just a chance we get hit. I like how loud this guy is. Pisses me off. I'm not liking the strat already. I don't like all the quit outs. It feels too cheesy. Sometimes you gotta, but not gonna be good. Kind of self-correcting there, which is nice. It's like maybe 18 forward. That's such a dick. I do have the bow. I do have the bow. But what we need with the bow then is a consistent angle. How do we get that? You could just take, well, you take the angle of one of those two little pillar stucks there outside the room. It's not consistent. Yeah, I don't really care that didn't work. Okay, we equip the bow. Terrible. Just not helpful. know. I don't know. Fucking hate this room, dude. I don't give a shit. Fucking hate this room. It's so bad. Like, all the columns everywhere, all the columns on the corners, there's just so many places just to fuck me over. There's just no straight way through. There's a fucking prowling demon in the middle, too. At the least. Um, just make sure that that's known. What do I do? I've already proven that trying to kill the prowling demon, this was ages ago now, is like doable, but like hard. Because you need to be really close for your arrows to hit. And like, once we beat him, are we just going to be stuck in the boss room forever trying to find a way out? It's not a good point to kill him. Hmm. Like, even if I can hypothetically get my grid lined up, probably I would use him to do that. And I have the bow out and I try and just roll properly. The problem is I don't have like enough stamina to really get past him consistently, but I could maybe use that to set up a an angle to like run through on the side. He'd still probably hit me most of the time though. Yeah, okay, well this is dead anyways. I'll have to figure out more consistent strats for that too, because it's so much to do over, it's crazy. Well, I mean, granted the knight's dead, but like getting all the way up there is not going to be consistent. I know it isn't. Well, so we got the halberd, which is cool. God, I hate this shit. Yeah. Doesn't feel quite doable. It's like he could have just attacked me there. What if I use rolling to set that part up? This part up. Some promise probably to that, but oh jeez. Well, thanks for that. I hate this thing so much. It's on the perfect angle. It's like they knew. Just walk forward. What? Nobody is getting away with cobalt treasures. What? This is not going to be perfect, but we'll see what happens. It's okay. Came prepared. You can load the same goddamn backup save you've been loading for the past God knows how many hours. Yeah, terrible. I mean, like, maybe this somehow works in a different way, but, like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah, that's the problem right there. Like, it's a tiny little back, and it misses. Bullshit is what it is, but clearly a programming oversight. No, that can't be better. This can't be. Ugh. Yucky, yucky. Interesting. right. I think I've been beaten down enough for one night, to be honest. Uh, a fresh set of eyes seems to always be more effective than bashing my head into a wall. Particularly when the first part that hits the wall is like my eyes onto like the spikes of the wall, and it's not a good combo. I mean, then I can't see, and I mean, I know that's the whole point, but the thing is, I'm supposed to be able to see right now. It's too much. So if you didn't catch that, that's my way of saying that I'm going to be calling it for the night. And I'll be back tomorrow, I guess. And hopefully we can pretty quickly get to these gargoyles being dead, because once they're dead, I think the whole run's going to open up a tiny little bit. Maybe not a lot, but just a little bit. All right. See you later.